Welcome. Let's take a look in this screencast at what a parabola is and why it has the equation that it does and how we can connect that equation to the definition of what a parabola is. So when we talk about parabolas, we are talking about a locus of points. A parabola is a locus of points equidistant from a fixed point, and that point is called the focus, and a fixed line, and that line is called the directrix. So in the same way that a circle is a locus of points, a fixed distance from a fixed point, a parabola is a locus of points. It's a locus of points equidistant from a fixed point and a fixed line. And so in theory, you've got some fixed point, and for convenience, we'll put it on the y-axis, and you have some fixed line. In theory, we'll put it here like so. The parabola is going to run like this. Every point on the parabola is just as far from the point as it is from the line, just as far from the point as it is from the line, just as far from the point as it is from the line. We'll put it so that 0, 0 is equidistant from the focus at 0, f, and the directrix y equals negative f. So let's look, if we can, at this generic point xy that happens to lie on the parabola. This point is just as far from 0f as it is from y equals negative f. So it's going to intersect y equals negative f at x negative f. And so what do we know? We know that these distances are the same. So the square root of difference in the x's squared, difference in the y's squared is this distance, which just happens to be y plus f. Right? Like that's how this goes. So what's happening here? So we'll square both sides. If we square both sides, this is x squared plus y squared minus 2fy plus f squared equals what's over here. We square that like so, and then we recognize that there's an f squared on both sides and there's a y squared on both sides. And so we figure out that x squared is equal to 4fy. So the parabola with equation y equals 1 over 4fx squared, right? That's what this is. The parabola with that equation has focus 0f and directrix y equals negative f. So if we know the equation of the parabola, we can use this coefficient to figure out where f is. And then if we know where the focus is, then we can generate the equation of the parabola. The two are intricately connected. Okay, thing to think about, this parabola. So we take y equals x squared. How do we generate this parabola? Well, we generate this parabola by doing a vertical shrink by a factor of 4f. We know how far f is from the vertex. We can multiply that by 4 and we do a vertical shrink to generate the parabola that we're looking for. Okay? That's all I want to say in this screencast, because this one's going to be short and the next one's going to be short. The next one's going to talk about the reflective properties of the parabola. Didn't want to put them both in the same screencast. What's important for you to take away? It's important for you to take away that the equation of a parabola that we're used to seeing connects to the definition of the parabola in terms of focus and directrix. That's an important thing to take away. This algebra is important to drive home, and I hope that it is clear to you and your future students.